round, we are onto the match. Chippy Salsa coming out with the Dread.
Ooh.
And Nobody's Allowed coming out with the Wiper Deco from Nico. And here we see the, I believe that is the Wiper instant. No, that'd be the 52, I think, on this. Actually, both shooters are on the right side of the map from Chippy Salsa.
Huh.
Already pushing up. What is going on?
A little bit of a clown fiesta. Jisha gets the paint, gets the cooler out.
Yes, and the shot does grab.
Oh!
Barely not breaking check.
Not quite able to get the checkpoint.
With Rydia shutting that down.
You hit that on network play. Don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Rydia setting up top.
Oh! Dancing with death there against the Trizuka.
Almost firing the trade. However, still even dying, we do see Chippy Salsa wiping.
Yeah, so no boys allowed. Able to. They're gonna push up. Hopefully they can get something done. Maybe they'll get. Maybe they will also get checked.
Maybe they will get checked on the first try. Not if the Viper has anything to say about it though.
Yeah. So Christian having to leave. Cleffa just taking their claim.
Crab.
And it's still a bit of a stalemate.
Here we see all of Chippy Salsa clumped up. Bazooka coming out. Helix dodging the 52, the pen, and
trying
the
to be
Zuka.
sneaky. Oh, almost gets it in, but not quite.
He was cooking there for a second.
Yeah, as we.
And here we see the classic matchup of Pencil versus Rainmaker Shield.
Yes.
Goose is pushing up with Dread. He does
have
Reef ready. Almost losing it to that bomb if it exploded a second sooner.
Can we get a slider? Can we get a slider in chat?
Oh,
not quite. Rydia
posted on that top right.
I mean, they're in a perfect position to just absolutely stop any aggression, but I mean, that slider is still online.
That slider is waiting to go. They're probably gonna use it.
Not quite.
They're probably gonna use it to try and insta pop Rainmaker. Yep,
yeah, there it is. I mean, but
but
immediately.
Clef Pig having none of that.
Yeah, the cooler helping No Boys Allowed just get back into the action way quicker than Chippy Salsa can, and they are
finding a basically pseudo wipe on Chippy Salsa.
Yeah, they're kind of split right now though, so Chippy Salsa just turns the tables, goes behind. No Boys Allowed. They're gonna. Oh, what a snipe!
Once again, having none of it.
That's the power of Zuka.
Yes, it is.
The slider to break the crab tank, but
okay.
Helix.
That was unfortunate.
Yeah, your left pinky toe was sticking out. Unfortunately.
Snap coming out and Stamp loses the Rainmaker. Okay.
Rainmaker
love that special.
Rainmaker is one of the best weapons in the game. I am a Rainmaker luncher, if you ask me.
Here we see at this point, Chippy Salsa is just stalling.
Yeah, they're just running down the game clock as much as they can. I mean,
they do not have to push.
Honestly, like I think it wouldn't have hurt them to try to push to make.
It would not have hurt them
just
at all.
to bring the Rainmaker further away, because now No Boys Allowed able to kind of get the pop, and they set themselves up fairly well to be able to try to run this in to at least take the lead.
I was gonna say, see, we might be seeing them trying and cross grates, but it is turning away from that.
Yeah, it is not that easy.
Just a popping cooler, setting up top left, ready to try and defend.
And yeah, Rydia's still there. They're just holding it here for the time being.
Whales.
Oh, the whale!
Whale finds a pick, which is very bad timing for that.
Yeah, Chippy Salsa four up now. No Boys Allowed down 3. Yeah, Chippy Salsa. They could just hold this. I believe they have just enough time to stall for the entire.
They have about 4, and they're gonna put it on. Yeah, they're gonna put it in that very annoying spot.
Yeah, but for No Boys Allowed, they do have a chance to come back from this because they have the they have the cooler, they have the specials. They're gonna go back up there. Yeah, they have the specials. They have cooler. They get wiped.
But unfortunately, they are going to wipe.
30 seconds. This is their final chance right here.
And Jisha is real comfortable just sitting on that wall.
This is the
Zuka coming out. It's not going to find anyone.
Like
the Luna is just sitting on their platform.
Yeah. Oh,
finds one.
They do take out the Rainmaker, though. Chippy Salsa only gooses up.
They have to pop this very quick and not die to Dread in the process.
I mean, the Dread is just making it so hard for them to even get near this Rainmaker. They can't even pick it up. They got the pop. Helix tries to go for it.
Yeah.
But they're not going to be able to get it. I mean, see, that's the type of thing. And if this happened to me in Ranked, in Anarchy or in X, like, I'm saying some very not stream appropriate words.
Words we are not allowed to say on stream.
Yeah. But, you know, it's team play. It's the best, you know, it is the strategically the best option, and that's kind of what you do. But
yeah, throughout most of that, it's just Chippy Salsa they got their push and just kind of played it.
They had their one good push that really put them up, and that's kind of all you need.
One good scare at that one point, in which Nobody Salsa could have definitely have taken lead if the Whales hadn't decided to say no to that.
Yeah. I mean, potentially, if you were No Boys Allowed, maybe you play a little more aggressive, just to try to force it in, even if
potentially, yes, that is one way you could.
I think that might have been the best course of action, just simply because you're being stuck. You're being stuck there, just by sole virtue of existence, and you know, just try to go through, try to force an error.
Yeah,
but
it was definitely a case of Chippy Salsa was basically winning all their fights they needed to win. While oftentimes on the side of No Boys Allowed, they were trading the fights instead of just winning them.
Yeah, so maybe we'll see a bit of an adaptation. We are going to Inkblot on tower control, which I don't know about you. I think it's a little. I'm pretty mixed on Inkblot.
It is the most snowbally option.
Yeah.
Of all the TC maps, it is the most snowbally, and it's been that way for so many years now.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. I think for at least if No Boys Allowed are able to get anything going, because honestly it was fairly close. So it's not like it was a complete blowout, but it still was like
No Boys Allowed bringing out the double dualies.
Ooh.
A Guga and a regular V dually. Gridia sticking on the edit and Helix sticking on shot, and well, that was already dead.
Yeah, already some carnage over there on that side of the map.
Both with one Slayer on both team already dead.
Yeah, just painting for Cooler gonna be the first special on line. Strikes as well to try to claim some space, but No Boys Allowed able to just continue advancing forward. Cleffa does get wiped before making it up.
Currently on the plat of No Boys Allowed is actually a Goose coming around and utilizing that pincer to just take them out.
Yeah, so Chippy Salsa should be able to roll it into this checkpoint, maybe even pop the checkpoint, as we see Goose just setting up camp over there with a bubble.
Putting down bubble. He's making his home. No plans of leaving.
Yeah, and Nico will have something to say about it. Gets the Booyah bomb. Maybe looking to get it towards the tower. Looks like that's final.
So that was the plan, but doesn't find anyone. Gets picked off. 52 pushes up.
Fifth
finds one.
gen.
Finds two.
Man, I mean, playing around the splash wall perfectly. Almost running out of ink, but never quite going to zero. Just able to stay alive. And there's a snowball you mentioned. Nico does take out one.
Does find two, but gets finished off by that well.
Yeah, could not get the second one. The whale. We saw the cinematic shot jumping back in, so it is 3v3 once again. Cleffa popping the crab tank in the spawn
using
doors.
crab, having to pop crab to stop this push. Strikes coming out from the end splash. A very weird fight in that corner.
And No Boys Allowed might have been able to finally flip this, get that tower
That
moving.
guy is painting.
Bro is painting.
Bro does not care about the match.
Indeed. I mean, he has an assignment to turn. I get it. He has a painting due at 11:59.
Let's get it done. But yes, because here we see Goose going down. However, it is still for the most part even on both sides, as No Boys Allowed attempts to get another push going with Goose exploding to I don't know what.
Yeah.
That Bazooka locking right on the pencil, having his IP address ready at the hand.
And No Boys Allowed finally in control and able to swing momentum in their favor, but things are not looking that great because they're not really able to hold the space. We see 2 down already. Not able to pop this checkpoint. Maybe we'll be able to get through it eventually.
There is kills coming out with Zuka, trying to find a pick. Gets Chip onto the glue gun, but can't ultimately find the kill. We might be seeing a lead change here.
No,
we are not. As Helix dives tower, finds one.
Helix is still up, but the tower
fighting another one.
Slowly moving away.
But the decaf is able to stop this, giving Chippy Salsa time to jump back in, respawn. But no boys allowed, still keeping the push going, still keeping tower on the plat. This is still a net positive for them.
Clef gets the trade. I mean, that's the best you could ask for in that situation.
And
there
takes
it
the
is.
lead solo. Fighting to get
and the wipeout. Oh my goodness.
Chippy Salsa, no boys allowed, bringing it back from the brink of defeat.
The last second, Chippy Salsa not able to defend. No boys allowed. I mean,
bringing it
back.
Absolute cinema.
So
bringing it back from the brink of defeat all the way to a KO.
Yeah, I mean, they honestly just great heads up from Rydia. Like, hey, they're actually distracted right now. I can slip my way onto this tower.
Keep riding.
Yeah, and it worked. And they take the lead. And heck, they just said, we're just gonna end it here. Might as well.
Yeah, on the basis of his last push, despite how much Chippy Salsa kept throwing at them, they were able to just keep tower on their plat.
Yeah, and I think that, I mean, just being able to juggle the tower, just to keep it there, even if you're not really moving it forward at all, I think just being able to keep it there, it's so much, it's just the threat of it being there is enough to make Chippy Salsa kind of freak out a little bit and try to, they need to adapt around it or try to do something about it. And I mean, they just didn't let them come back at all. Honestly, like the start of that was so one-sided.
It looked terrible for no at the start of it. It looked like they were about to get KO'd.
Yeah, and then they said, nah, actually,
nah, I'd win.
Yeah, so they do bring it back, and we are gonna be seeing Clamblitz on Mako Mart
with the Dread coming back from Goose. No boys allowed, sticking to their double dually comp. That I'm still not positive on how I feel about it.
But I mean, it provides a lot of.
And we are watching the jelly shop. Yeah, Goose goes down.
It provides a lot of aggression. I think I like it because it's very aggressive.
Yes, it's definitely aggressive.
Especially when you are playing against, weapons that do want to sit further back. Like, you have the pencil, you have. I mean, Dreadringer to some extent as well.
You're going to have Dreadringer just going to want to play back a bit more, play its range, kind of like a decaf. 52 is going to step behind a wall, but speaking of that 52, it goes down, meaning that is once again basically a pseudo wipe on the side of Chippy Salsa, giving No Boys Allowed their chance to push, and well by Clef.
Yeah. That power clamp created, not too sure what No Boys Allowed want to go for. They're definitely just going to bide their time and slowly work their way back into the main battlefield. Goose going in with the slider.
Finding one, but getting Zuka in the back of the skull.
Yep.
However, that does still, I do think still that a lot of No Boys Allowed was just respawning.
Yeah.
And ultimately, it resulted in still also getting in their push.
5th gen, slides in there, able to get the pop, but nothing more than the 24 breaking the barrier. And
it is at minimum something, but it probably is not
there
is
a win condition now if this becomes the world's longest stalemate.
Yes.
There is a win and a lose condition. So
yes, if we go another 6 minutes with no one scoring, then okay, 5th gen doing it again, getting behind them.
Yeah, someone needs to keep their eyes peeled for this 52 gal if they're gonna keep sliding in the back, keep trying to do this. And just chipping away at the lead, really. Chipping away at the score, really. And, I mean, this is actually great positioning for No Boys Allowed. If they want to try to get something in there, I think this, you just kind of have to do it. You just kind of have to send it pretty soon. You're playing with 2 aggressive weapons.
Yeah, they have a comp made for aggression. finding a pick onto the Zuka.
Nice shot from the Crab Tank.
We see Goose almost get taken out by the curling. But
and
going on
there
something
we
else.
go.
There goes one ball. Helix, well, but never mind on that one. But Rydia becoming the front line.
Yeah, the edit has decided I'm gonna take things into my own hands. Gonna be getting.
I am the problem now.
Indeed. They're still scoring. They just picked up the pity. They're gonna
pity.
jump it in. They're gonna try to score even more, but not gonna happen.
The bomb, that was probably a little greedy from the side of no boys allowed.
Yeah, now they're down 2 as Chippy Salsa starting to walk forward again. They're reclaiming this mid space. It's not looking great. They don't have a ball picked up. They didn't grab their pity, and they don't have a power clam made yet. So
yeah, they are. What was gonna have to happen is they're gonna have to get picks and try and prevent them from scoring. Reef, but Helix saying no thank you and punishing that within those few frame windows where invisibility activates.
And Chippy Salsa once again, they lose control of mid, and no boys allowed. Slowly walking forward. They have a clam. They have a power clam. They could try to end this right here, right now.
And
especially if Nico just shows up like that.
Nico just deciding to show up unannounced.
Barrier gets broken, but they still have a penalty to whittle through, and they're going to get through that.
And they are quickly through that. We are into the single digits. One clam can end this.
All it takes is one clam. Any clammers in chat? The Booyah Bomb comes out. That should provide a little...
I haven't seen any clammers in chat.
Helix does have clams. Tries to jump in. Oh.
Just barely not enough time.
Yeah, and no boys allowed. Gonna have to try to fight through it again if they want to go for the knockout, but all they have to do is hold out another 45 seconds.
All they have to do is just be fed, which
caught between a rock and a hard place.
But getting out of it on top by jumping out and coming back for the kill and trading.
Yeah, I think the trade honestly important because you have cooler, they don't. I think that's at that exact situation. Chippy Salsa has 3 clams just on the board. They're going to be able to get 2 of them in.
5th Gen slips in, breaks the basket open.
This is their final chance. I don't think they're really going to get another opportunity to break the barrier, so they need to get things in right here, right now. Yeah. They're not going to get it.
It is a 2-2 situation.
I mean, the barrier is back up. They have a clam. The barrier, I mean, it hasn't dropped back down yet.
If they even scoring both the pity and the power clam they have right now will not be enough for them to get lead.
Yeah,
they will have to try and go the distance very quickly.
They don't have a lot of time.
With Nico behind them.
Yusha trying to get in to try to get the pop.
Helix
not going to be able to get
on, fighting too.
Yeah, Goose does not.
And no boys allowed wiping it out with Clef popping Crab for those style points.
Yeah, gotta pat the stats a little bit. Get that extra, get the extra special usage on the scoreboard. And from No Boys Allowed, I mean, I was honestly probably a great example. I would show that to someone. Hey, this is how you should play Clam Blitz. Because you bide your time, you take space, and then you just go for it.
Just at the end there with Nico getting behind them, just causing a chaos. Like, forcing Chippy Salsa to devote, like, attention to them. Even just looking at
as I hear Christmas music. Is this the Ludwig Christmas album? Can I get confirmation on that on the music? What is this the Ludwig Christmas album? We did get the confirmation.
It is indeed the Ludwig Christmas album. In the middle of March.
Oh yeah.
Well, the start of March.
The start of March. March 1st. Can't believe it's already March. It's like blink and it happens already. I mean, what, only about a month and a half until we hear more about the Switch 2?
Oh, yes, that is true.
Potentially a Splatoon 4. Yeah.
Who knows?
We're going to be moving into zones on Umami.
On Umami, another very common and a pretty good combo in this game.
Yeah. No boys allowed. If they win this, they take the set.
They take the set, yes. However, do not be fooled by that. This is a best of 5. It is still anyone's game.
Oh, yeah.
As it is not over until it is over. With once again, we see Chippy Salsa take
Goose is
taking early
Goose is back
control.
on 10.
Oh yes, Goose is indeed back on 10.
Was notably missing for the last couple maps, so here we are. As
hoping that utilizing that 10 is gonna put a damp into Nobody's Allowed's double dualies comp.
Yeah, the double dualies. I mean, they're proving again. The aggression is proving very good, very useful. Because I mean, Chippy Salsa just not able to walk forward at all, being pushed all the way back. No Boys Allowed. They get the first control, and they're still getting the kills their way. And
Clef finding two of that crab, setting up the Boys Allowed for a very good hold. Rydia finds the ink mine in the process.
Yes, a little bit of a we get the cooler down.
Tactical blunder.
Things looking generally up for No Boys Allowed to just be able to continue holding the space as Chippy's also just had to find any way to get back into this.
Helix moving back to Zuka. Use that Zuka. It doesn't find anyone, however, its threat of being on the map, I think, did a lot to Chippy Salsa's like mental.
Sometimes the threat of attack is scarier than attack itself.
Exactly. However, Chippy Salsa is trying to find their push. They have capped one zone. Luna popping strikes, trying to clear space.
Yeah, space not going to be granted though. Control lost. They do lose it, and
with No Boys Allowed, just holding strong. Nico's wall, destroying the 10 shield.
Yeah, No Boys Allowed, just not letting Chippy Salsa capture the points at all. Not even like a momentary flip. Again, this aggression for No Boys Allowed has been proven so critical.
Helix coming behind, bombing back to the shield, jumping out, but jumping right into it.
Oh man,
that Zuka.
Blank. But in the process, No Boys Allowed, they do give up control.
They do give
so
up
they do have the penalty
zone, yes.
They do have the penalty to go through as Chippy Salsa chipped away a little bit at their score.
Little by little. Fifth gen behind, finding a pick on Rydia. However, gets picked off themselves.
Yeah, Jisha gonna be popping the cooler.
With
as
Chippy's also taking zone again, but they're not gonna be. I do not feel they'll be able to sustain it very long with
Nico's in the back line, able to get two before finally getting traded out. Cleffa looking to get this, looking at the spot on the 5th gen. Does get the trade, but the Zuka
for the past couple of minutes, Helix has just been the bane of Goose's existence.
Yeah.
Just getting behind Goose's shield constantly.
I mean, that's the best way to play against the tent because you are big and you are slow. If you can get behind the massive tent,
that is at least one kill.
Yep.
However, Chippy also has found ground, has found mid, and is pushing up.
Yeah, finally able to break through this chokehold, but No Boys Allowed, they do have Soda and they do have a Booyah Bomb to try to reclaim some space, but yeah, the Tri-Strike's gonna be stopping any momentum they had as they're gonna have to go from square one.
Going with Zuka, trying to get a pick on Rydia.
Yeah,
but it is just Goose left, and Rydia's just gonna ignore him and run away, go for the zone.
Yeah, smart play. Goose is still alive, still back here. It finally gets taken out. But I mean, that's enough pressure that Chippy Salsa are able to reclaim their half of mid. They're gonna throw the strikes down. They're gonna try to get something. Nico holding the Booyah Bomb for as long as they can, and
turning it back into a 2-2 stellar again. Oh
yeah, one on one. There it is. Yeah, I mean, Control has just kind of been popping back and forth in this kind of mid-late game so far. Jisha going to be popping the cooler just to give the team a little bit of an advantage to walk back into this. And it should hopefully allow them to reclaim full control. Nico going through does get taken out.
Is picking up by a splash. Yeah, for the most part, this game, and neither team has actually been able, besides like the early game, ever since about the halfway point, neither team has been able to hold the zone for an extended period of time.
Yeah, No Boys Allowed. All they have to do is just keep defending and then get a good flip, and they just win. Because there's only 20 seconds left. Chippy Salsa has to go all in, and they have to go all out right here, right now.
has to start playing aggressive. Has to start investing a lot more than No Boys Allowed does in order to make this happen.
Yeah,
but Zuka coming out finds one, almost finding Clef in the process.
Yeah, will they be able to make more magic happen?
No Boys
Allowed.
And
I mean, they get the cheeky cap. I think it's just that simple.
And No Boys Allowed taking that third game.
That's going to send them to the winners final. That solidifies at least a top 3 finish for them.
Yes, it does.
And I mean, just wow. You know, I think that's really the best I can put